Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Dear students, welcome to Insight Delhi. In this video, we are going to discuss Prism GS Prelims test series, especially from the topic General Science. So let's see what is there in this test paper. So in this paper, we have around 100 questions. So within these 100 questions, there is a subdivision that 80 questions are from general science and 20 questions are from current developments or our current affairs. Is it clear? So within these 80 questions, as per the given syllabus in the test series, some questions are from basic physics, some questions are from basic biology, some questions are from basic chemistry, and some questions are from everyday application of science. Everyday application of science. So these are the topics that have been covered in this test paper. So total 100, 80 plus 20, and these 80 questions as per the syllabus which is given in the test series, these topics are covered. Okay, let's start one by one question. Is it clear? So let's see the first question. With reference to the term light year, so they're asking something about what is called light year. Consider the following statements. Okay, let's read. So first statement, a light year is a unit of time. What they have mentioned, it is a unit of time used in astrophysics to measure the duration of a stellar events. And we know, right, light year is not a unit of time. It is a unit of distance. It is a unit of what is called distance, where 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power of 12 kilometers. Okay, so means in 1 year, okay, the light will travel a distance of 9.46 into 10 to the power of 12 kilometers in vacuum. Is it clear? So this statement will be the wrong statement. The second statement, the value of light year is fixed and does not depend on the source of light or the medium through which it is travel. Okay, so this is right statement, because whatever the light year we have discussed, right, that light year distance, whatever it is going to travel will be fixed and it won't depend on any medium, okay, or we can say source also. This value is always fixed. Is it clear? So according to us, first statement is wrong, second one is right. So they are asking what? The correct statement. Okay, so our answer will be B option. Is it clear? So let's go to the second question. Consider the following statements regarding the definition of kilogram. Okay, so let's read this one. So statement 1, the kilogram is now defined by fixing the value of Planck constant, replacing the earlier reliance on the physical prototype. This is the right statement, because till 2019, whatever the kilogram is there, right, they defined kilogram based on one international prototype kilogram. Okay, so based on this international prototype kilogram, the definition of kilogram was there, but later from 2019 they have changed that one by fixing a value of Planck's constant. But what is Planck constant? Okay, so there is an equation, Planck's constant is equal to energy upon frequency, and they have fixed the value of Planck constant. So from here energy, okay, so energy is equal to, okay, and there are some sophisticated instruments like Kibble balance. Okay, so using those sophisticated instruments and using this equation, they are deriving what is called as mass. So whatever the mass that we are going to get from this equation, okay, so that mass is universally stable. Okay, so that's why, okay, so they have changed that one to this Planck constant. So let's read the second statement. The Planck constant provides a link between mass and frequency, allowing mass to be defined using the fundamental quantum principle. Right? This is also right statement, because we have discussed this one. So let's see the options. So which of the following is the correct in respect of the above statement? So both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is correctly explaining for statement 1. So our answer will be A. So let's go to the third question. With reference to the international system of units, that is SI units, consider the following pairs. So they have given some quantities and they have given the SI units of those things and asking whether they are correctly given or not. Okay. So luminous intensity, candela, yes, this is right. Electric charge, ohm, no, it is not ohm, it is coulomb. Okay. So this one is wrong. And third one, thermodynamic temperature. Okay. So they have given joule, it is not joule, it is Kelvin. Okay, it is Kelvin, so this is also wrong. And amount of substance, that is mole. Okay, this is right. Okay, so mole is nothing but it is a unit where 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 entities or particles sort of thing will be there. That is nothing but called as 1 mole. Okay, so this value is also called as Avogadro's number. Okay, so how many of these are correct? So 2 pairs are matching and 2 are wrong. So which of the following is correctly matched? So only 2 is the answer. Let's go to the fourth question. Consider the following statements about speed. Okay, so in this question some basic things we need to know. Okay, so we know scalar quantity and vector quantity. Scalar is nothing but those quantities which have magnitude. Magnitude is there but there is no direction. But vector quantities are those which have both magnitude and direction. Is it clear? This we have read in the school days, right? So some of the examples of scalar quantity is nothing but speed, distance, temperature, okay, mass, all these things will be part of our scalar quantities. And vector quantities are nothing but velocity, displacement, force, acceleration, all these things will be part of this velocity. So based on this understanding, let's read the question. Speed measures how fast an object moves without considering the direction. So they are asking without considering the direction. So we have seen, right, speed, there is no direction, only magnitude will be there. So this is the right statement. And second one, an object can have 0 speed even after covering some distance. Okay, so we know the value of our equation for speed is equal to distance traveled by time, right? And here they are saying an object can have 0 speed. If this is 0 means obviously distance has to be 0. If some distance is there means then speed will not be 0. So this statement will be wrong. Third one, 2 objects can have the same speed but move in different directions. So speed is not concerned about the direction. So this statement can be right. So out of 3, 1 and 3 are correct and they are asking the correct statement. So our answer will be A. Is it clear? So let's go to the next question. With reference to the motion of vehicles, consider the following statements. Okay, so let's read the statements. The speedometer of a vehicle displays the average speed of the vehicle in the journey. So they are saying average speed, but we know it is not the average speed, but it is the instantaneous speed, because whenever we are riding a bike or car, when we increase the accelerator, so the speed will increase, okay, in the speedometer. When we reduce, the speed will be reduced in the speedometer, right? So it is the instantaneous, not the average. Okay, so this will be the wrong statement. Second one, average velocity depends not only on how far a vehicle travels but also on the direction of travel. Just now we have seen, right, velocity, both magnitude and direction. So magnitude is there and also direction is also there. And generally average velocity is calculated based on displacement. Okay, so this will be the right statement. Next go to the third statement. If a vehicle returns to its starting point, its average velocity in the entire journey will be 0, but average speed will not be 0. Okay, so because see, a vehicle has started from one point, went some distance and came back to the same position. So if came back to the same position means displacement will be 0. If displacement is 0 means obviously velocity will be 0. Okay, but in the case of speed, okay, what is happening? It has traveled a distance x, came back to the same position, so total distance will become 2x, and we have just seen speed is equal to distance traveled by time, so 2x divided by time, so definitely speed will not be 0. So this statement will be right. So out of all 3, 2 and 3 are right. So what they have asked, correct statement. So our answer will be B, that is 2 or 3. Is it clear? So let's go to the next question. With reference to the nuclear force that binds the atomic nuclei, consider the following statements. Okay, so before going into this nuclear force, let's see, there are 4 fundamental forces in the universe. Okay, strong force, weak force, electromagnetic force and gravitational force. Okay, so this strong force and weak force generally acts. Okay, so this strong force and this weak force generally acts at the atomic level, that is at the nuclear level. Okay, so for example, if you see within the nucleus, there are protons and neutrons are there, and these protons are generally positive charged particles, right? So when these positive charged particles are confined within the nucleus, there will be a kind of repulsion will be there, right? When repulsion is there, then a kind of explosion of this nucleus will be there, right? But we know if nucleus is not there, atom will not be there. If no atom, no molecule. But we know in the universe particles are there. So if particles are there means this whatever the nucleus is there, that nucleus is sustaining. Okay, so if it is some force is trying to expel this one, but it is still sustaining, means it is saying that some external force is acting so that the nucleus is binding together. That external force is nothing but the strong nuclear force, that is strong force. Okay, let's see based on this understanding the given statements. Nuclear force operates between both proton and neutrons and is independent of their electric charge. Is it right? Okay, because that force is trying to combine, okay, this proton or neutron, whatever that is there within the nucleus, right? So, and it is independent of the charge, obviously, because this force is not having any charge sort of thing, right? So this is right. While it is the strongest force, yes, out of all the forces which I have discussed, this nuclear force is the strongest force. Okay, so while it is the strongest known force in the nature, it acts effectively only within the size of atomic nucleus. Unlike the gravitational or electrostatic force, nuclear force is non-central, meaning it does not always act along the line connecting the two particles. For example, two bodies are there, okay, body A, body B, okay. So when gravitational force acts over it, this body will try to pull this body towards it, and this body is being pulled towards this one, right? So when we connect the centers of this one, okay, the resultant gravitational force will be there on this line connecting these 2 points, right? So it is a kind of central force, but in this case of nuclear force, it always need not be the central force. Okay, so that's why it is non-central. So this is also the right statement. So what they're asking? Okay, so which of the following are correct? So all three statements are correct. So next question. With reference to the nuclear force and nuclear energy, consider the following statements. Nuclear force is a natural force that holds the proton and neutron together inside the atomic nuclei. Just now we have seen nuclear energy is released when the nuclear force is weakened or disrupted during the reactions like fission and fusion reaction. Fission reaction is nothing but a bigger atomic nuclei will be split into smaller atomic nuclei and releases energy in that process, and fusion reactions are those where smaller atomic nuclei combines to form a bigger atomic nuclei. Okay, in that process also they will release huge amount of energy. So let's see the third one. Both nuclear force and nuclear energy can be directly harnessed in the nuclear reactors for power generation. See, nuclear energy can be harnessed, but nuclear force cannot be harnessed because it is a natural force. So the third statement will go wrong in this case. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct statement. So 1 and 2 are there in the option A. So A will be the answer for us. Let's go to the next question. So consider the following statements as a feature of a type of force. So we'll see what is the type of force they are asking. Which of the above statements are correct with respect to the electrostatic force? So they are asking something about the electrostatic force, and correct statement they are asking. Let's see the statements. A force that acts between objects due to their electric charges even without the physical contact. See, electrostatic force is nothing but, let us assume two bodies are there. On this body, positive charge is there, positive charge is there. In that case, repulsion will occur. When one body is having positive, second body is having negative charge, then there will be attraction. So because of the charges present on the body, there will be attraction or repulsion. That is electrostatic force. Okay, so and these body need not be in contact with each other because of charges. They are coming closer or moving away. No, need not be in contact, right? So let's see. A force that acts between objects due to their electric charge even without physical contact. So this is right. And a force that acts only when two charged bodies come into direct contact. So there is no need of this direct contact, right? Because of charges they are moving, right? So this will be the wrong statement. And third one, a force that arises from the movement of charged particles in a magnetic field. See, movement is occurring because of the charges, okay, not because of the movement of the charged particles. So this will be the wrong statement. So out of 3, only 1 is right. So here only 1 means it is the B. Is it clear? Because they asked the correct statement. So let's go to the next one. With reference to the basic working principle of a jet engine, consider the following statements. See, jet engine or rocket, whatever that is, they will work based on one principle, that is Newton's third law, where there is, for example, if jet is moving, okay, whatever the exhaust gases that are coming, depending upon the exhaust gases, this rocket or jet will try to move ahead. Okay, so for example, if you see, there are different types of jets will be there: turbojet, ramjet, scramjet sort of thing. So air is inletting here, that air is compressed here, okay, and here this is the combustion chamber where the fuel and air, oxygen, whatever that is there, oxidizer, that will mix and it will burn, and exhaust gases will come from here and the jet will move ahead. So based on this knowledge, let's read the statements. The jet engine propels an aircraft forward by using the reaction force generated from the backward release of the high-speed gases. This is nothing but the exhaust gases, right? So this is the right statement. The continuous acceleration of exhaust gases inside the engine creates an equal and opposite force that pushes the engine forward. This is also right because Newton's third law. The engine's efficiency mainly depends on the gravitational force acting on the expelled gases during the flight. It is not the gravitational force, it is the efficient, means the engine's efficiency depends upon how efficient the fuel is burning, how efficiently the fuel is flowing into the chamber, that is called as mass flow rate. Okay, so it is not based on the gravitational force. So third statement will be wrong and 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct one. So answer will be C. Is it clear? Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements about motion on a frictionless horizontal surface. Always remember, on any frictionless surface, we cannot stand. Okay, we need to have some support so that we can stand. Is it clear? So based on this, let's read. A person cannot start walking or running on a perfectly frictionless surface without any external assistance. This is right. So second statement, any internal action that results in expelling mass in one direction can help the person move in the opposite direction. This is also true because, for example, when I sneeze something, air will come with some pressure forward, my body will try to move backward. Okay, similarly in skating also, okay, they will do with the sticks, right? So they will push the sticks backward so that the body will move forward. Okay, so this is the principle they will use. And gravitational force plays a key role in generating horizontal motion on a frictionless surface. This is wrong because gravitational force in general acts vertically, not horizontally, unless otherwise some friction or any other factors come into the picture. Is it clear? So third statement is wrong. And what they're asking, so can you see the same picture? When I'm pushing here, if friction is there, friction will act opposite and the body will try to move forward. Okay, so how many of the given statements are correct? Okay, so only from the above we have seen 2 statements are correct, so only 2 will be the answer. So next question, consider the following statements regarding rocket propulsion. The same how jet propulsion is there, rocket propulsion also we'll see. A rocket generates thrust by pushing against the surrounding air. Okay, so it is not pushing the surrounding air, right? It is the exhaust gases, whatever that are coming, that exhaust gases will try to push the rocket, not the surrounding air. Similarly, the presence of air is essential for a rocket to generate the thrust. No, these rockets are generally non-air breathing. Non-air breathing is nothing but within the rocket we will have both oxidizer and fuel. Okay, there is no need of getting oxygen from the outside. But whereas for jets, oxygen has to come. Okay, because we have seen, right, inlet oxygen is entering. So they are called as air breathing and these are non-air breathing. So no need of air. So this is also wrong. So which of the following are correct? So both are wrong. So our answer will be D. Is it clear? So let's go to the next one. So this is the exhaust gases, whatever that are coming, they will try to push this one because the thrust will be there in this direction because of the exhaust gases. With reference to the spin drying function in a modern washing machines, consider the following statements. Okay, let's read. The process separates water from the wet clothes by forcing it outward due to rotation at high speed. It is nothing but, see, when the turbine or whatever the thing is, machine is rotating like this, and always remember, on any body which is rotating, 2 forces will act. One is force which is acting towards the center, one force which is acting outwards. So the force which is acting towards the center is centripetal force and the force which is acting outwards is centrifugal force. And because of the centrifugal force, whatever the water droplets that are there from the cloth, they will be pushed outside so that the cloth will become dry. So this is the right statement. Second one, the principle involved is similar to that used in separating cream from the milk in the dairy processing, because both will have different densities, so it can be separated. So which of the following are correct? So both are correct, so our answer will be C. Okay, so the same picture. Okay, centrifugal force, okay, centrifugal force, centripetal force, all these things I have discussed. Okay, let's go to the next question. So with reference to the non-conventional source of energy, consider the following statements. So let's see what is this conventional, non-conventional. Okay, so there are two types of energies. One is renewable, non-renewable. Renewable is nothing but the resources are unlimited. Okay, so but when it comes to non-renewable, resources are limited ones. Okay, on the same lines, if you see conventional and non-conventional, conventional means we have been using these things for past many generations. Okay, and they are also generally non-renewable and they are also polluting. Okay, and environmentally non-sustainable. Whereas when we see the case of non-conventional, these are new ones and we need modern technologies and they are renewable and they are less environmental pollution and also they are environmentally sustainable. Okay, so based on this understanding, let's read. Wind and geothermal energy are considered non-conventional, okay, because they are renewable and environmentally sustainable. This is true because this is a because these are renewable and also environmentally sustainable, and these are recent new ones, right, which we are focusing more. So this is true. Second one, nuclear energy is excluded from the category of non-conventional energy as it has been widely used for decades. I told you, right, as we are using from many decades. Okay, so that is also called as a kind of conventional. So they have removed from non-conventional, it is a conventional source as a major power source in many countries. This is also true. Next one, hydropower is considered a non-conventional energy source as it uses natural water flow for electricity generation. No, this is wrong, because we have been using the hydropower for many decades, right? So in that context, if I see, it is a conventional source, even though it is renewable, but it is a conventional source of energy. So third statement is wrong. So 1 and 2 are correct. What they are asking, correct statement. So 1 and 2 are correct. That is there in the A option. Is it clear? So let's go to the next question. So this is the renewable and non-renewable. Okay, so renewable means unlimited source. These are non-renewable, oil, coal, everything will come under this one. Okay, so consider the following pairs regarding different forms of energy. So they have given some source of energy and they have given some description. Let's see which one are matching correct. Electrical heater. So whatever the electrical heater we use in our homes, in that electrical energy is converted into heat energy, right? So that it will heat the water or whatever it might be. So electrical energy is converted into light energy they have given. So this is wrong. And next one, electric bulb. Heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. No, heat energy should be converted into what is called as light energy. So this is also wrongly given. And next one, burning of coal. So coal is nothing but it is a wood, right, earlier. Okay, so wood is formed from where? Sun's energy, right? Okay, photosynthesis means photo energy is converted into what is called as chemical energy that is stored in the plants, and when these plants go deep, they are converted into coal, and when this coal is burnt, okay, this chemical energy, whatever that is stored in the coal, will be released as heat energy. Okay, so chemical energy is converted into what is called as heat energy. This is the right statement. And the fourth one, steam engine. Electrical energy is converted into heat energy. No, this is also wrong, because steam is nothing but, okay, coal. When it is burned, heat energy is released. This heat energy, whatever that is there, that heat energy is used to run the machines, right? So that is converted into what is called as mechanical energy. So here they have given wrong. So out of all, only one statement is correct, 3 are wrong, and what they are asking, not correct. So not correct means 3 statements are not correct. So only 3 will be the answer for us. Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding the gravitational pull between Earth and Sun. Okay, how the gravity, earlier also I discussed, right? 2 bodies are there. So this one will try to attract this one, and this one will try to attract this one. But the bigger size will have more gravitational pull towards the other. So let's read the statements. If the Earths were farther away from the Sun, the Sun's pull on the Earth would become weaker. This is true, right? Because see, when 2 bodies are very close, the gravitational force will be very strong. They will try to pull very strong. But when they are very far, okay, so the gravitational force will automatically become weaker, right? So this one will be right statement. If the distance between the Earth and Sun becomes twice, they are saying the distance is increasing. If distance is increasing, automatically the gravitational pull will further reduce, right? So the Earth would move more slowly around the Sun. This is also right statement, because as there is no gravitational force, okay, so if something is very close, to avoid getting into the Sun, okay, or pull back into the Sun, it will try to revolve very fast. But as it is moving away, gravitational pull will be reduced. So for that, no need to revolve at very fast, okay, so it will try to revolve very slow. That's why if you see Mercury, which is very close to the Sun, one complete revolution will take somewhere around 88 days. Earth 365 days, but if I go further planets like Neptune, all these things, they will take somewhere around 165 years, means the revolution speed will slow down. Okay, so that is what they have mentioned here. So both statements are correct and they're asking the correct one. So both 1 and 2 are the correct statements. Let's go to the next one. So the same question here, the same, okay. The more, if it is moving very slow, the ball will fall here. Okay, if it is moving very fast, okay, then it will try to rotate. Okay, the same principle what I have discussed. So let's go to the next question. So with reference to the human motion on a moon as compared to the earth, consider the following statements. Okay, so the size of moon is very less compared to the earth, right? So based on that we can see the gravitational pull on the moon will be much slower, okay, than that of earth. For example, on moon the gravitational pull will be somewhere 1/6 of that of earth, means it is lower, right? So based on this, let's see the question. The moon pulls objects towards its surface with much less force than the earth does, right? This is true, because less gravitational pull. When the gravity is weaker, a person can rise higher in the jump using the same amount of effort. These are also true statements, right? Less gravity, so they can jump easily. The absence of air on the moon is the main reason for a person can jump at higher height. No, it is the reason is less gravitational pull. Okay, so that's why they will jump. So this statement will be wrong. So only 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct statement. So where 1 and 2 is there? So C statement, 1 and 2 are there. So our answer will be C. Is it clear? Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements related to the use of force in everyday tools. Okay, so this is a very basic question. Okay, the sharper the object, okay, and the concentrated the area, the efficiency will be very, very high. Okay, let's read the statements. The effectiveness of certain tools depend on how force is distributed rather than how much force is applied. This is true. Okay, next one. Tools meant for piercing or cutting are generally designed to reduce the area over which the force acts. This is also true, right? Knife is the best example. Okay, the smaller the area, okay, more easy to cut the things, right? So this is also true. And the blunt edge help increase the pressure and improve the performance of a cutting tool. No, blunt edges are there means, okay, the area will be distributed to larger area. So if area is distributed larger means pressure will be reduced and efficiency will also be reduced. Okay, so cutting won't be that much easy. So this is the wrong statement. So what they are asking, once again, correct statements they are asking. So out of these, 1 and 2 are correct. So 1 and 2 are there in our option D. Okay, so D is the answer. So consider the following statements regarding the characteristics of seawater. This is also very easy question. Okay, so directly we'll read statement 1. Individuals tend to float more easily in the seawater than in river water of the same temperature. What is the reason for floating? It is because more salts are there. More salts are there means density will be higher. Density is higher means mass will be higher. Mass is higher means then buoyancy force will come into the picture. We know, right? Density is equal to mass by volume. If mass is higher, then buoyancy force will be higher, because of that floating will be there. So let's read the second statement. The presence of dissolved salts in seawater increases the density, which enhances the upward buoyant force acting on the body. This is what I have discussed. So both statements are correct, and second one is explaining the first statement. So this A will be our answer. Next one, consider the following statement related to the vehicles moving in high speed. Okay, so let's read the question. When two cars moving past each other closely at high speed, the air pressure in the narrow space between them becomes lower than the pressure outside. So let's see, let us assume one car is there moving in this direction and one more car is there either moving in this direction or opposite direction. If both are moving in the same direction, the speed should be different. Okay, so let us assume as it is moving in this direction, whatever the air that is attached over this surface will be dragged on that side, and whatever the air that is attached over this one will be dragged over this side. So when the air is dragged, can I say the air, whatever that is present in between them will be reduced, and when air is reduced, a kind of less air will be there. So to fill that air from the surrounding regions will enter towards the center. So once means already low air is there, low pressure is there, so air is entering. So in this case what will happen is these two vehicles will also try to come closer. So in that case a kind of side collision will also take place. Okay, let's read the statements based on this understanding. So what is saying? When two cars moving past each other closely at high speed, the air pressure in the narrow space between them becomes lower than the outside. This is what we have seen, and the sudden reduction in air pressure between the two fast moving vehicles can create an inward pull. Okay, because I told you, right, they will come closer and side collision can occur. Increases the risk of side collision. This is also right. A person standing very close to the fast moving bus may lose balance due to the drop in air pressure near the bus. This is what we have seen, right? If I am standing here, there is no second vehicle, so air is reduced, so any fast moving thing is there, I will be pulled forwards. The same metro station also, they will draw a line and they will say don't cross this line when metro is coming, because it will try to drag us towards it. Okay, so yeah, this is also right statement. So let's see What are the things they have asked? Correct statement, and all three are correct, so it is there in the C. Right, so let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements about the shape of water droplet on a flat surface. Okay, this is also very common thing. Shape of water droplet is spherical in shape, because whatever the water molecules that are there within the droplet, they will have a tendency to attract each other. So when they are trying to come and attract each other on the surface, a kind of surface tension will be there. Okay, and this body will try to make or adjust in such a way that it will have least surface area. Okay, so when we see out of all the bodies, okay, whatever that are there, different shapes, okay, for the same volume, sphere will have the least surface area. What is the benefit of having least surface area? Okay, because it will less exposed to the atmosphere, so less evaporation will be there. Okay, more stability sort of thing will be there. Okay, so based on this, let's read the statements. Water droplets appear round, okay, sphere or round, because the molecules within the droplets tend to pull towards each other. So this is the right statement. Next one, a spherical shape helps the droplet reduce the area exposed to the air. This also we have seen. On smooth surface that do not absorb the water, droplets tend to remain more round. This is also right? Because if it is not absorbing, the surface is absorbing, means the water will sink and it will spread sort of thing, right? So this is also right. So all three are right, and they are asking the correct statement. So 1, 2, 3. So D is the right answer for us. Is it clear? Let's go to the next one. Consider the following statements regarding sound and space. Okay. So let's read the statements directly. This is also a very simple question. So sound waves require a material medium like air, water, or solid matter to travel. Yes, this is true statement, because sound wave is a mechanical wave. So mechanical wave needs some medium to get transferred. Without that medium, it cannot transfer. Means in vacuum, sound wave cannot travel. That is, in space, sound wave cannot travel. Is it clear? So this is the right statement. Second one, if a bomb explodes on the moon, its sound can be heard on the earth after 8 minutes. No, because we just seen sound wave is a mechanical wave. Medium has to be there. Moon, no medium, so we cannot hear. Astronauts on the moon can communicate with each other through the electronic devices and not by shouting, because this is right statement, because shouting means medium should be there, no medium, so they have to use some electronic devices on their helmet so that they can communicate and talk to each other. So 1 and 3 are correct, second one is wrong, and they are asking the correct statement. So where 1 and 3 is there? So C. Okay. So C is the answer. Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding the behavior of sound on a rainy or humid day. Humidity. What is humidity? Humidity is nothing but the water vapor that is present in the atmosphere, right? So if more humid means more water vapor will be there in the atmosphere. Water vapor is nothing but what it is a gas form, right? So liquid is converted into gas. So gas is lighter than the liquid. So in that case, if I see a packet of humid air will be lighter compared to the dry air, okay, because it is made up of completely moist, which is nothing but water vapor. Okay, let's see. On rainy or humid days, the air contains more water vapor, which makes it lighter than the dry air. This is the true statement. Second one, sound travels faster and with less loss in moist air compared to the dry air. This is also true, because in moist air, when this sound or something is traveling, it is not absorbed and not scattered. So that's why it can travel fast and for longer distance. Whereas if the same air is traveling through the dry air, lot of obstructions will be there. It is absorbed, so it cannot travel for longer distance. Okay, so let's see the third statement. The presence of moisture in the air absorbs more sound, which reduces the travel distance. No, it is dry air will absorb and reduce the travel distance. So this is the wrong statement. So out of these three, 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking which one is correct. So 1 and 2 are there in the A, so A is our answer. Consider the following statement regarding burns caused by steam and boiling water. Okay, so let's read the statement. Okay, because this is everyday kitchen phenomena. Okay, whenever we are cooking, when we open the lid, suddenly some steam sort of thing will come and we'll feel like some burning sensation sort of thing, right? The same they have given. So let's read. Burns caused by steam are usually more severe than those caused by boiling water at the same temperature. Yes, boiling water at the same temperature. Assume two things are there. Boiling water, which is there at 100 degrees centigrade, and the second one, okay, steam, which is there at 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, because they have mentioned same temperature, right? But this is at 100 degrees centigrade, but this is in the form of still liquid form. This is still liquid, right? But if you see this one, it is in the steam form, means it has been converted from liquid to vapor stage. Okay, so phase conversion has taken place. So in the process of conversion from one phase to another phase, what is happening is it is absorbing extra energy. Okay, so this will have a hidden energy in it. Steam will have a hidden energy. This hidden energy is nothing but latent heat of vaporization. Okay, so this latent heat of vaporization is stored within this one. So because of that one, when we expose to hot water and when we expose to the steam, steam will have more burnt things, because in this case only 100 degrees, but here 100 degrees plus the hidden heat or energy, that is latent heat of vaporization, will also start burning our skin, right? So in that process, when steam falls on our skin, it will try to condense on our skin and it will try to burn. Okay, let's see the statements. Second one. So when the steam touches the skin, it condenses into water and releases the additional heat during the process. That is nothing but latent heat of vaporization, and both are explaining each other. Okay, so both statements are explaining each other. They are asking the current one, right? So this was the answer. So let's see the next question. Consider the following statements regarding the brightness of a star as seen from the Earth. Okay, so there are certain factors that depends on how brightness a star depends. For example, if the size of star is very big, the brightness will be very high. If the distance of star is very close or very far, that also impacts the brightness, and also the temperature of the star also impacts the brightness. Okay, so based on this, let's read the statements. The brightness of a star depends on how far it is from the observer. Okay, it is close or far, depending upon that it will be there. The size and temperature of a star also influences the bright it appears to us. A smaller but closer star, okay, as it is closer, may appear brighter than a larger star that is far away. This is also right. Okay, so all three statements are right and they are asking the correct one. So all three are there in the D statement, that is 1, 2, 3 are correct. Next one, consider the following statements regarding characteristics of light. Okay, so they're asking something about characteristics of light. So let's see the statements. A coin at the bottom of a glass of a water appears raised because light bends as it moves from water to air, shifting the appearance position upward. This is the classical example of refraction, right? So for example, two mediums are there. Okay, this is water and this is air. So when light is moving from water to air, okay, so this is the normal assume. When light is moving from water to air, okay, its speed will increase when it enters into the air, and also it will bend away from the normal. Okay, similarly, when this is air, this is water, this is the normal, and if light is moving from air to water, okay, it will bend towards the normal. Okay, and speed will also reduce. Okay, in this case speed is reduced. I'll write here speed is decreased, but in this case speed will be increased when it is moving from water to air. Okay, so that's why this statement is right. Next one, a pencil appears bent at the surface of water because light slows down in air after leaving the water. What they are saying? Slows down? No, see, when it is moving from water to air, the speed is increasing, right? We have seen here, but here what they have mentioned, it slows down in air after leaving water, means water to air it is going, but here they are saying speed will be slowed down. So this is the wrong statement. So only one statement is correct and one is wrong, but what they are asking, which of the following is not correct? See, they are asking the not correct. So not correct is the second statement. So our answer will become B in this case. So this is the same picture. See, can you see the pencil is bent? Okay, this is what I have discussed. Okay, let's go to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding the optical fibers. Okay, so let's read this one. So these can transmit light even when they are bent, as long as the bending does not exceed a certain limit. Okay, this is the general statement and is right. And the working of optical fiber is based on the principle of total internal reflection. This is also right. Okay, I'll discuss this one with picture. Let's read the third statement. These are coated with refractive material from the outside to enhance the speed of light inside the fiber. This is the wrong statement. Okay, so let's see what is this total internal reflection. So for example, if you see, this is the light source. Okay, from light source, okay, this is the different mediums, water and air. Just now we have seen, right, this is the normal. Okay, when it is entering from water towards air, it is moving away from the normal. Okay, so and let us assume this is the angle at which the ray is incident. Okay, given. So now assume the angle has been increased. Okay, so if angle is increased, this refracted ray, whatever that is there, this will also keep on bending like that. But a stage will come where the angle is in such a angle where this ray will be parallel to the both the mediums. Okay, such angle is called as, this angle, whatever the angle at which the ray is parallel to the medium is called as critical angle. Okay, And if you see, if I incident my light more than critical angle, then total light will come back into the same medium. This is nothing but total internal reflection. Is it clear? The same thing will occur inside the even our optical fiber. For example, if you see the structure, core is there, cladding is there, and coating material is there. Okay, so inside the core, the light will be placed. Okay, and it will be placed in such an angle that it will be more than this cladding angle. Okay, so the critical angle. Okay, so because of that one, the total internal reflection will take place and it will move without any loss. Okay, so 1 and 2 are correct in this case, and third one, it is not depending upon this one. Core and cladding material is the major reason. Okay, so it is not dependent on the reflective materials coated outside. So 1 and 2 are correct. So what they are asking the correct one. So answer will be A, 1 and 2. So consider the following statement regarding the appearance of colors and their underlying scientific reasons. So what colors we can see, that depends upon the scientific reason. For example, say electromagnetic radiations or electromagnetic rays, whatever that are coming. Okay, so they will be having of different frequencies. Like for example, within the visible light also we have different spectrums. For example, red, VIBGYOR colors are there. Okay, all these things are there, right? So when something is fallen, for example, something is falling here. Okay, and if red light is reflected, then only I can see the red light. Other colors are observed. If green light is reflected, then green, we can see the green color. If blue light is reflected, then only we can see the blue color. Okay, so this is the normal principle. Okay, let's read the statements. A red rose appears red in daylight because it reflects only the red component of the light and absorbs all other colors. These are true statements. The blue color of the sky is primarily due to reflection of sunlight by tiny water droplets present in the upper atmosphere. No, it is not the reflection, it is the scattering phenomena. Okay, so for example, if you see, blue light will scatter more, okay, and red light will scatter less. Because it is scattering less, it can travel for longer distance and it can be seen even in the foggy or dim conditions. But it will scatter more, because of that intensity will increase and entire sky will look like blue in color. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so this is wrong statement. And third one, red is used for danger signals because it travels longer distance in the atmosphere with minimal scattering. This is right. So 1 and 3 are right. So what they are asking, correct statement. So 1 and 3 are there in the option B. Is it clear? So next, consider the following statements regarding the conditions necessary for the formation of rainbow. Okay, so rainbow, whenever rainbow has to be formed, certain conditions has to be matched. For example, if a person is standing here, okay, so if rain is falling here, if sunrise is there, sunrise will fall here, and when a sunrise is passing through a water droplet, okay, this water droplet will act similar to that of prism. Okay, so because within the water droplet, if you see in sunrise VIBGYOR or whatever that is there, excuse me, VIBGYOR or whatever that is there, okay, so this spectrum means these VIBGYOR colors will be traveling with different speeds. Okay, so within the water droplet, so they will get splitted within the droplet and they can be seen in different color forms. Okay, so let's read this one. Okay, based on this understanding, let's read. So a rainbow is visible only when the observer is positioned between the sun and falling rain. So observer is between the sun and falling rain. So this is the right statement. Next one, the appearance of distinct colors in a rainbow is due to the splitting of white light into the constituent colors. This is what I have told you, right? It acts like a prism. So the shape of rainbow is circular, but only a part of it is generally visible from the ground. This is also true, because we cannot see complete earth, right, horizon. Okay, so that's why it will look like half. Okay, so which of the following statement are correct? And in our case, all three are correct. So all three are there in our D option. Okay, so can you see this is the rainbow and VIBGYOR, it is like acting like a prism sort of thing and splitting different colors. So with reference to the basic electrical appliances, consider the following statement. Okay, a choke in a fluorescent lamp helps limit the current once the lamp starts functioning. So choke generally acts as an inductor. Okay, so initially high voltage is passed. Once high voltage is passed and once the electric current is passing through, then we'll try to reduce it, because if the same intensity of high voltage is applied, then it will get burnt. Okay, so this choke will try to reduce the flow of current after the initial time. Okay, so a choke in the fluorescent lamp helps limit the current once the lamp starts functioning. Right. A mobile phone charger converts alternating current into direct suitable, direct current suitable for electronic circuits, and they are asking, and this is also the right statements, and they are asking which of the following are correct. So both 1 and 2 are correct in our case. Let's go to the next one. Consider the following statements regarding X-ray. Okay, X-ray is also a very simple question. Okay, because see, whenever any X-ray is falling on us, the higher the density the material, the more it will absorb the X-rays. Okay, once it is absorbing more, then that portion will look like white in color in that X-ray. If, for example, the skin is there, if it is not absorbing, this X-rays will pass through and we cannot see anything there. Okay. So, X-rays are useful in the medical and security fields because they can reveal what is not visible to the naked eye. The ability of X-ray to pass through the material depends upon the thickness and density of the object. And they are asking which of the following is not correct. Both statements are correct. So, not correct means our answer will be neither 1 nor 2. Okay, if you see here, the bones are looking white in color because they are higher density and they are absorbing. In this case also, if you can see the gun, okay, so higher density it will absorb, we can see those things. Consider the following statements regarding the applications of nuclear energy. Okay, let's read the statements. It is direct easy question. So both a nuclear reactor and an atomic bomb operates on the principle of nuclear fission. Okay, earlier I have discussed, right, fission reaction and fusion reactions. So this is the right statement. So it is atomic bomb. There is one more bomb which is called as hydrogen bomb. It is based on the principle of nuclear fusion. Unlike an atomic bomb, a nuclear reactor controls the release of energy to make it safe and continuous. These also the right statements, because in a normal reaction, if you see in the nuclear reactor, okay, so number of neutrons whatever that are released will be absorbed. Otherwise, more and more neutrons release, a kind of chain reaction will take place. Okay, this is normal fission reaction. And can you see here, these two are split, and in the process they are releasing 3 neutrons, and in the next these 3 neutrons will react with 3 more, okay, atomic nuclei. Okay, so then these neutrons will react with finally they will release 9 will be converted into 27, so chain reaction will be there. So we need to absorb this neutron so that the energy whatever that is there will be reduced. Okay, so that is called controlled chain reaction. But in bombs we will not do that, because at one stage this chain reaction will continue, heat will increase and explosion can occur. Okay, so 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking which of the following is not correct. Not correct means once again we will go back to our answer D. Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding the impact of pressure and temperature on water. This is also a very simple question. A pressure cooker cooks food fast because it increases the boiling point of water. In normal cases, if I want to boil any water, it cannot increase beyond 100 degrees temperature. Okay, but under pressure, okay, I can increase the temperature of the water. That is, I can increase the boiling point of the water. Okay, this is what they have given. And boiling water in an open vessel cannot exceed at the normal atmospheric pressure. This is also correct. A frying pan heats up more quickly than water in a pot because it directly absorbs heat and does not rely on the phase change. Okay, so this is also the right, and they are asking the correct statements, and all are there in the D statement, the D option, that is 1, 2, 3 are correct. So next, consider the following pairs with respect to acid and their common source or application. So they have given certain acids and source or application they are asking. Let's see. Hydrochloric acid, we know, right, in our stomach hydrochloric acid is released, which is used for digestion or breaking down of proteins or any microorganisms are there, they will try to kill all those things, right? So release in stomach into stomach to aid digestion. This is right. Citric acid, generally it is seen in the fruits, right, lemon, all these things. So found in packaged foods, no, this is wrong. Sulfuric acid, generally we know, right, sulfuric acid is responsible for acid rain. So what is that? Taj Mahal is the best example. Okay, so causes damage to the monuments via acid rain. Correct. Benzoic acid, generally benzoic acid is there in the food preservative. Generally it will be used packaged foods, all those things. So occurs naturally in the citrus fruits. They have exchanged these options because found in packaged food. So this is wrong. So only 2 statements are correct and 2 are wrong, and they are asking not correct. So both the way it will be option B only. Consider the following statement regarding the sodium chloride, that is nothing but our common table salt. Okay, it is very, very, very important for us. Okay, because it will try to maintain the fluid balance in the body, nerve impulse, okay, muscle contraction. This sodium salt is very, very helpful in our body. Okay, let's read the statement. This compound plays a critical role in maintaining the fluid balance, nerve functioning in the human body. True. It became a political symbol of resistance during India's national movement due to colonial control over the production of and taxation. That is nothing but Dandi March, which was conducted by the Gandhiji, okay, during freedom fight. Okay, this is what they have mentioned, and it is a principal ingredient used in manufacturing of the modern chemical fertilizers. No. Okay, in modern chemical fertilizers, nitrogen is the major component that is used, not this sodium. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct one. So 1 and 2 are there in the option B. Consider the following statement regarding the changes involved in everyday phenomena. Okay, when water turns into ice, no new substance is formed, and the changes can be reversed by heating. Nothing but liquid when it is converted into ice. When ice is made hot, it will convert into once again liquid, right? So no need of, means no new substance is formed. This is right statement. The rusting of iron involves the formation of new substance, and it is a slow chemical change. This is also right, because some chemical reactions are taking place. Because of that, whenever iron is exposed to water and air, it is converted into iron oxide, right? So a new substance is formed. Okay, formation of new substance, and it is a chemical reaction. This is right. The browning of a cut apple left in open is a physical change, and it can be reversed. No, it is not a physical change, because some chemical reactions are taking place, and also this cannot be reversed by wiping out. So this is the wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking not correct. Okay, and yes, they are asking not correct, and here 1 and 2 are correct, and third one is not correct. So not correct means only one statement is not correct, that is option A. Is it clear? Consider the following statements about the effect of appliances on room temperature and human comfort. Okay, let's read this statement, basic question only. Keeping the door open of a refrigerator open in a closed room will eventually increase the room's overall temperature. Yes, this is the right statement, because generally when fridge is closed, okay, so then the compressor, whatever that is there, it will try to remove the heat, and it will make the fridge cool inside, but it will release the heat outwards. But once fridge is open, okay, it cannot cool it, and the temperature will not become low inside because it is open, and also the compressor will try to release heat. So with time, the room will also become warm. Okay, so next one, the running fan does not lower the room's temperature but helps in cooling the human body through evaporation. Yes, okay, whatever the sweat that is coming over the body, if it is evaporate, then we will have the cooling effect. Okay, it's not because fan is rotating fast or slow. Okay, the cooling will not be based on that one. It is because depending upon how much sweat is evaporating from our body. Okay, so both refrigerator and fan works on the principle of converting electrical energy directly into mechanical energy. No, this is wrong, because fan, in case of fan, electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy because the motor is rotating and this is running, right? But in case of fridge, it is not the case. Electrical energy is converted into cooling phenomena, right? So it is not this one combustion, okay, not combustion, this motor, whatever that is there, okay, so that will try to cool down all these things inside the fridge, right? So compressor, okay, so that will be there in this case. Okay, so third statement is wrong. 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct one. So 1 and 2 are there in the option A. Next one, consider the following statements regarding the use of metals in everyday life. Okay, they are asking some metals. Nickel is coated on spoons not only to prevent rusting but also to make them suitable for use with hot food. This is right. Okay, because of the coating, okay, it will even look smooth, shiny. Okay, durability will increase, all these things, rusting will not be there. Okay, so next one, iron objects coated with zinc do not rust easily even when exposed to rainwater or for long period. This is also correct, because for example, our gates, whatever that are there, or roofs, whatever that are there, they will coat with the zinc so that the iron will not get rusted. Okay, so tin is used to coat food cans mainly because it reacts easily. No, why? If it is reacting easily, why will use tin? It will be harmful for our body, right? So it won't react easily with food and adds to taste. No, it won't add any taste to the food. Okay, it is very stable, that's why you use that one. So this is a wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct, third one is wrong, and they are asking the correct statement. So 1 and 2 are there in option A. Let's go to the next one. Consider the following statements about certain commonly used chemical substance. For example, baking soda is used in cooking because it releases gas upon heating, which makes it food soft and fluffy. Okay, when baking soda is heated, okay, then it will degrade into carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide gas will be stored into the batter and it will increase the size so that fluffiness can increase. So this is the right statement. Detergent powders are preferred over soaps for washing clothes in hard water as they do not form the insoluble deposits. Okay, so in hard water, generally calcium and magnesium ions will be there. Those things will react with the soap and they will form into some insolubles particle sort of thing they will form, okay, but in case of hard water it will not form, okay, do not form insoluble deposits. Cement hardens quickly on exposing to air because its main component is a volatile component that evaporates during setting. No, see, in cement, okay, some chemical reactions will take place, that is nothing but hydration will take place, and slowly it will harden. It's not quickly, and also chemical reactions will take place. It's not because of volatile components that are evaporating. So this is wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct. So they're asking correct. So 1 and 2 are there in option A. So option A is our right answer. So consider the following statement regarding bleaching powder and its uses. Bleaching powder is used for disinfecting drinking water because it releases chlorine which kills the germs. Yes, we have seen this from childhood, right? Every water that will be disinfected with the chlorine smell will come, right? So it can be used to remove stains and whitening clothes due to its strong oxidizing nature. Yes, that's why bleach will say it will become white. Bleaching powder is acidic in nature. No, it is not acidic in nature. It is basic in nature, and it is used to neutralize basic industries. No, acidic thing, whatever that is coming from the industries, there they will use so that it will try to neutralize. So third statement is once again wrong here. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking correct. So only 2 statements are correct in this case. Our answer will be only 2, that is B. With reference to the use and nature of certain chemical substances, consider the following pairs. Okay, so let's see what are these pairs. Chemical substance, they have given some pairs. Pyrene, okay, used in early fire extinguisher, this is right. Sulfur dioxide contributes to acid rain, which we have seen. Freons used in refrigerator, that is ODS substances which are using for cooling appliances, AC, all these things, this is also right. Fullerene, a compound of fluorine. No, it is not the compound of fluorine, it is the allotrope of carbon, where carbon atoms, whatever that are there, they are arranged in such a shape of called like a sphere or soccer ball. Okay, so this is wrong, they have given. And what, let's see what they have asked. Which of the following are correct? So 3 pairs are correct and 1 is wrong. Okay, so our answer will be only 3. Consider the following statement regarding methane and its natural source. Okay, this is also a very simple question. Methane is commonly referred as marsh gas because it is produced in waterlogged or swampy areas. That is, okay, anaerobic condition, organic matter will decompose and release methane. Methane is the primary component of natural gas used for cooking and heating. This is also correct because 80 to 90% of natural gas consists of this methane only. Methane is also the major component of biogas produced from the animal and organic waste, which we have seen, right? So all the 3 statements are correct and they are asking the correct one. So our answer will become D in this case. Consider the following statement regarding synthetic material and their functional properties. Bakelite is a thermosetting plastic. Okay, thermosetting plastics are those plastic, once they are set, we cannot remold them. Okay, they will be fixed. That's why they generally will use for plastics, okay, or switches, all these things they will use. Okay, so bakelite is a thermosetting plastic that once molded cannot be softened again, making it suitable for heat resistance and electrical insulating appliances. Teflon is a non-stick due to its smooth surface and is chemically stable, but it degrades quickly when exposed to moderate kitchen temperature. See, generally Teflon coating is used in our non-stick wares. If at small temperature itself it is degrading, means it will be consumed in our food, right? It is dangerous. So this statement is wrong. And Kevlar is a polymer fiber stronger than steel by weight and it is used in bulletproof vest, but it melts easily. Once again, see, melts easily they have given. Under high temperature, no, if it is melting easily, then why you will use this one? Okay, it won't melt easily. It even can resist even more than 400 degrees centigrade. That's why they will use this one in the firefighter dresses also. Okay, so this one is wrong and only 1 statement is right and they are asking correct. So only 1 statement, that is A, will be the answer. Consider the following statement regarding the cleaning action of a soap and the role of micelles. Okay, let's read this statement. Soap molecules arrange themselves into spherical structure called as micelles when added to water. Can you see here? This is the micelle structure. Okay, means soap molecule structure, and this structure when they are arranged in a kind of round or spherical, this is called as micelle. Okay, but if you see this one individually, on one side it is hydrophilic, second one is hydrophobic. Okay, so this hydrophobic side, whatever that is there, it is attached to the grease or oil or dust inside, and the other one, hydrophilic structure, whatever that is there outside, this will be attached to the water. On one side water will be there, on the other side it will be grease or oil will be attached. Okay, so based on this, let's read the statements. Soap molecules arrange themselves into a spherical structure called as micelles when added to the water. Micelles scatter light and are responsible for the cloudy appearance of the soap molecules, because these are colloidal structures, very very minute, right? When light falls, they will scatter. Okay, so this is also right. Only dirt and grease are collected in the center of the micelles, while water remains on the outer surface. This is what we have seen, right? On the outer surface, water will be there, center, dirt will be there. Okay, so all three are correct in our case. So D will be the answer, where we have all three, 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following abbreviations of chemical substances and commonly associated domains. Okay, they are given certain substance and domains. DDT we know, right? Pesticides, it is used especially in the agriculture, right? So what is the DDT means? Dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane. Okay, so this is DDT. Next one is TNT. Okay, trinitrotoluene. Okay, it is an explosive used in warfare and mining. Okay, and RDX, many times we have heard about RDX, right? RDX is nothing but Royal Demolition Explosive. Okay, so it is also explosive. Okay, but here they have given it is a synthetic hallucinogen. So this is wrong. LSD is nothing but lysergic acid diethylamide. Okay, so lysergic acid diethylamide, it is actually a synthetic hallucinogen. So they have exchanged this option. So these two are wrong and only 2 statements are right. So what can be the answer? They are asking correct. So only 2 statements are correct. So this will be the answer. Consider the following statement regarding urea. Urea is a nitrogen-rich compound that enhances the vegetative growth in the crop. That's why we use nitrogen as a fertilizer, right? Urea as a fertilizer. So it is an organic compound produced naturally in the human body and also synthesized industrially. This is also right. Urea contains both nitrogen and phosphorus. No, this is wrong. Urea consists mainly of nitrogen. So this makes this statement wrong, because nitrogen is not a complete fertilizer. Remember, urea is not a complete fertilizer. Complete fertilizer is nothing but NPK, okay, in certain proportion. Okay, so this third statement is wrong. So they are asking the correct. So 1 and 2 are correct. So our answer will be A. So 46, consider the following statement regarding certain biological associations and microorganisms. Okay, so lichens are symbiotic association between a fungus and an algae and are sensitive indicator of pollution. This is right. Mycorrhiza refers to association between plant root and bacteria. No, it is not bacteria, it is a fungus, and enhances. No, this is not enhancing nitrogen fixation, because mycorrhiza helps in absorption of nutrients and water from the soil. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. And lactobacillus is a beneficial bacterium used in fermentation of milk to produce curd. This is also household thing. This is very common. So 1 and 3 are correct in our case, and they are asking the correct statement. So 1 and 3 are correct. Okay, so if you see this one, this is the mycorrhiza. Okay, will absorb nutrients and water, and this one is rhizobium. Okay, so root nodules will be there, and this one will be helpful for us of nitrogen fixation. Consider the following statement regarding mosses and ferns. Okay, mosses and ferns. Okay, let's see what they have given. Mosses and ferns are commonly found in moist and shady places. This is right statement. And statement 2, their gametes require water to swim and reach the site of fertilization. This is also right, because see, mosses and ferns reproduce through spores. Okay, so because of that one, these spores has to be traveled. Okay, then only they can fertilize. Okay, so which of the following is correct? So both statements are correct and explaining each other. So this is the right one. So let's go to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding warm and cold-blooded animals. So warm-blooded animals are those animals, irrespective of outside temperature, they will maintain a constant temperature within their body. But cold-blooded, if outside is cold, their body will be converted into cold. Outside is warm, their body will be changed accordingly. Okay. So for that, less energy is needed for them, because they are not trying to maintain the constant temperature, right? But whereas warm-blooded animals, more energy is needed. Okay, let's read the statements. Warm-blooded animals can remain active in cold environment in which cold-blooded animals cannot hardly move. Right statement. Statement 2, cold-blooded animals require much less energy to survive than the warm-blooded animals. This is also right. But problem is, can you see, warm-blooded animals can remain active. See, this statement is not mentioning why they are remaining active. Okay, so that's why both statements are correct. But so these are some of the examples of cold-blooded and warm-blooded. You can see this. But see, both statements are correct, but second statement is not explaining the first statement. So this will be the B will be the answer in our case. Okay, both statement 1 are correct and statement 2 is not explaining the correct for the statement 1. Okay. Let's go to the next one. With reference to the modes of reproduction in animals, consider the following statements. So here they have given oviparous and viviparous. Oviparous are those which are egg-laying animals and viviparous are those which are giving live births. Okay, so let's read. In oviparous animals, the survival chances of offsprings are generally low due to external development of the embryo, because they lay eggs and they are hatched and then embryo will be developed outside. This is the right statement. In viviparous animals, parental investment is typically higher, which often leads to fewer offsprings but better survival rate. Example, humans. Okay, so all vertebrates that reproduce through internal fertilization are viviparous. No, this is wrong, because there are certain oviparous are there where fertilization is taking internal, okay, but okay, still they are egg laying. So this statement will go wrong. So these are difference between oviparous, viviparous, egg laying, okay, that is embryo, all these things. So in our case, third statement is wrong. So asking correct. So 1 and 2 are correct. So this A will be the right. Next one, with reference to DNA and RNA, consider the following statements. DNA is generally more stable than RNA, which is why serves as a main genetic material in most of the organisms. Very basic question from NCERT. And in some viruses, RNA acts as a genetic material and instead of DNA, COVID virus, HIV virus. Unlike RNA, DNA directly participates in the process of protein synthesis. No, RNA participates in the protein synthesis, not the DNA. Okay, so 2 statements are correct here and they are asking correct, only 2 are correct. Consider the following pairs regarding underground plant root. Okay, this is very basic question. Okay, turmeric, it is rhizome, that is nothing but underground stem. This is right. Potato, it is also tuber, tuberous stem. Okay, this is also sweet potato. Okay, it is root which stores energy. Okay, and gymcan, I'll show the gymcan. It is also a stem sort of thing which is there. Okay, this is the gymcan and these are the bulbs. Bulbs are nothing but a small ball sort of thing will be there, but greeny leaf sort of thing will be there. Okay, so that's why if you see the third statement, fourth statement will go wrong and they are asking correctly matched. Only 3 are correctly matched. So answer will be C in our case. So consider the following characters regarding parts of plant. So how many of the above statements are the features of a true fruit? Okay, remember true fruit is the fruit which is developed from the ovary, okay, of a flower. Okay, apart from that, whatever the fruit that are developing, they are not called as true fruits. Only from the ovary, if they are developing, it is called as a true fruit. So let's read the statement. A fruit that develops only from the ovary of the flower after fertilization. A fruit that develops from any part of the flower other than ovary. A fruit that is seedless and formed without fertilization. Okay, seedless banana, seedless grapes, all this will come here. A fruit that develops from multiple ovaries of multiple flowers. This is also wrong because pineapple is the example. So only one statement is correct, okay, out of all, and they are asking the correct. So A will be the answer. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Consider the following pairs on components of blood and functions. So some components of blood they have given the functions. So let's see. White blood cells, generally they fight the infection, that's why they are called as immune cells. Okay, red blood cells carry oxygen. Platelets controls clotting. Okay, so these are the major functions. RBC fights infections. No, they have given wrong. White blood cells help in clotting. They have given wrong again. Platelets carry oxygen from the lungs to the body. They have given wrong. Hemoglobin binds with oxygen inside RBC. So this is the only right statement they have given in this case. So let's see which of the following is not correct. So 3 statements are not correct. So our C will be the answer because 3 are not correct. Consider the following statement about tissues in the human body. Okay, let's see what are the tissues in the human body. Bone and cartilage both supports the body, but bone is harder and heals faster. Yes, this is the true statement because bone consists of some blood vessels which helps in healing when any damage is occurred. So this is the right statement. Muscles help in movement and are found not only in arms and legs but also in other internal organs. This is also right statement. The thin lining inside the lungs and intestine is made up of protective connective tissue. No, it is not protective connective tissue. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. Only 1 and 2 are right. So 1 and 2 are there in option A. Okay, so that generally, okay, so if you see, this is the cartilage, the soft tissue, soft bone sort of thing which is there, especially at the junctions, right? This is hard bone and this is not that much hard cartilage. Let's see. With reference to plant nutrients, consider the following statement. Very, very basic, simple question. Micronutrients are required in small quantity but are essential for healthy growth of plant. This is true. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium are the most commonly required micronutrients. No, they are not micronutrients, they are macronutrients. So the second statement will go wrong. Only one statement is correct and they are asking the correct. So only one will be the correct. With reference to diffusion and osmosis in plants, consider the following statement. See, both diffusion and osmosis are similar to each other. Okay, in diffusion, means water or the particles will move from higher concentration to the lower concentration. Okay, particles will move from higher to lower concentration. Okay, whereas in osmosis, semi-permeable membrane has to be there. Okay, and in this case, the solute will move from lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration. Okay, let's read. Diffusion involves the movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. This is right. Osmosis is a type of diffusion that specifically involves the movement of water across semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so this is true. So what they are asking, which of the following is not correct? Both are true, not correct they are asking. So our answer will be D in this case. Okay, let's see. Say this is the question. So diffusion, higher concentration to lower concentration, and osmosis, semi-permeable membrane has to be there, and from lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration, water will move. Can you see? From here water is moving. Here red dots are less, red dots are more. So lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration, the water is moving. Okay. With reference to hormones in the human body, consider the following statement. Hormones help the body respond to the changes like fear, stress, sugar level. This is right. Hormones are released in the body by nerves. No, they are not released by nerves, but they are released by glands, whatever that are there inside the body. Okay, so this is wrong statement. And some hormones play a key role in body functions such as growth, digestion, mood, all these things. Okay, so 1 and 3 are correct and they are asking the correct. So 1 and 3 are there in the B option. So our answer will be B. Very basic, simple question. So consider the following statement regarding nutrient content in edible items. Pulses are good source of plant-based protein. This is true. Milk provides important nutrients including calcium and vitamin A. This is also true. Cereals such as rice and wheat are poor source of carbohydrates. No, they are very good source of carbohydrates. Okay, so this statement is wrong. Green vegetables are generally rich in minerals and dietary fibers. This is also true. Okay, so 1, 2 and 4 are the right and they are asking the correct. So 3 statements are correct. So answer will be C. Next one. Consider the following statements regarding breathing in humans. Okay, a fall in oxygen level of the blood can lead to an increase in the rate of breathing. That is what, if less oxygen is there, I'll try to breathe more so that more oxygen will enter into my body. This is the right statement. During physical exercise, the breathing rate increases due to decrease in the oxygen demand. No, oxygen demand is increasing, because of that I will breathe more, right? So this is the wrong statement. So only one is correct. So they are asking the correct. So answer will be A in our case, which is only one. Consider the following statement regarding the human brain. Okay, so human brain does not feel pain when prickled by a needle because it lacks pain receptors. Yes, this is true, because if you have seen, some people even will be playing guitar or singing songs when brain surgery is happening because they won't feel the pain. Okay, so next one. The brain helps in regulating involuntary activities such as heartbeat, breathing, all these things. So within the brain, okay, can you see this is the brainstem? Within the brainstem we have medulla oblongata. Okay, this is the one which is responsible for controlling the involuntary actions that are there in our body. Okay, so this can also be the right one and they are asking the correct. So both are correct. So C will be the answer, which is having both statements. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding genetic disorders. Okay, this is also direct question. So these are the diseases that are caused by abnormalities in the individual DNA. Some DNA mutation, something is occurring or some issue is there, then only these genetic disorders are there. Sickle cell anemia and hemophilia are examples of genetic disorders. This is also true. And all genetic disorders are contagious and spread through physical contact. No. Okay, generally they are occurring something at the DNA level. So they cannot communicate or they cannot be contagious or they will spread through physical contact, all these things. So this is the wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct and they are asking the correct one. So 1 and 2 are there in the B option. Okay, so but if you see difference, what is the sickle cell anemia is normal RBC. Can you see these are the particles which are looking like a donut shape, right? But if you see sickle cell, okay, this RBC will be converted into what is called the sickle shape. Because of this one, when it is moving, it can't move freely, it will get stuck somewhere here. Okay, so that will cause some anemia issue, because RBC is the one which is carrying oxygen, all these things, right? Hemoglobin, all these things. So issue will occur, that is called sickle cell anemia. So consider the following statement regarding the effect of dengue virus on platelet count in the patient. So we know, right, when dengue is occurring, either bleeding, internal bleeding will occur, or even the platelet count will fall, all these things. Okay, we'll see what are the reasons. Dengue virus interferes with the process of platelet production in the bone marrow. Yes, this is true. It infects the endothelial cells, contributing a vascular leakage and platelet destruction. This is also true. These endothelial cells are nothing but inlining whatever that is there of the blood vessels. If this inlining is impacted, then the chances of leakage can be there. Okay, so this is also true. It binds directly with platelets, leads to the removal from their circulation. This is also right. The last one, it causes accumulation of platelets in the intestine, thereby reducing their number in the bloodstream. No, the reduction is causing, platelet reduction is causing because of these issues, not because of the accumulation of these things. Okay, so this is the wrong statement and they are asking correct. So 3 statements are correct, 1 is wrong. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Diseases may be caused by a variety of pathogens such as virus, bacteria and protozoa, and their mode of transmission varies. In this context, consider the following statements. A person bitten by a mosquito carrying a protozoan parasite may develop periodic fever with chills and sweating. Yes, they are talking about one disease which is called as malaria. They are talking about malaria. This is the right statement. A sudden rise in blood pressure and irregular heartbeat is a typically an early symptom of a mosquito-borne viral infection. Mosquito-borne viral infections are dengue, chikungunya. These are the mosquito-borne viral infection. But in this case, when dengue or chikungunya is there, okay, we'll have joint pains, fever, rashes sort of thing will be there, but not the blood pressure or irregular heartbeat. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. And a persistent cough lasting several weeks along with weight loss and night sweats could be the symptom of bacterial infection that spread through air. Yes, that is, they're talking about TB. So this is the right statement. A disease that spread rapidly in winter through sneezing and coughing and affects the respiratory system is most likely a viral in origin. That is, they are talking about the influenza. So they are asking which of the following is correct. So 3 pairs are correct, 1 is wrong. So three statements are correct. So our option will be C option. In the context of antibiotics and viral infections, consider the following statements. Viruses are considered living entities, thus they interact with the antibodies. No. Virus is neither living, non-living. Okay, when it is inside the host, it is living. When it is outside the host, it is non-living. So, it is not living. And remember, virus or antibiotics will not work on virus, because antibiotics generally works, okay, on cell wall, okay, or DNA replication enzymes are there, on that they will work, or ribosomes, on that they will work and destroy, okay. But virus will not have anything except protein coat and DNA, okay, or DNA means genetic material will be there, okay, either it can be DNA or RNA, okay. So other cell organelles are not there, because of that one antibiotics will not work, okay. So let's see, viral infection can be cured by taking sufficient dose of antibiotics. Wrong. Virus lack the metabolic pathways targeted by antibiotics, unlike bacteria which possess such pathways. This is the right, which is what I was discussing. So 1 and 2 are wrong and 3rd one is right. So what, this is the normal bacteriophage 1 virus, this is the COVID coronavirus, all these things, right? So which of the following above explains the role of antibiotics against the viral infection? So only one statement is right, that is 3rd one. So answer will be A. Consider the following statements in the context of disease linked to the pollution or nutrient related deficiency. This is also a very simple question. Infants consuming nitrate rich water may face difficulty in oxygen transportation. This is true because there occurs a disease called as blue baby syndrome. Okay, so this is right. And protein deficiency in diet can result in swollen belly and weakness in the child. That is nothing but this disease is called as kwashiorkor. And next one, iodine rich diet is commonly found in people living far from the sea. No. Okay, this is wrong statement, because the persons who are close to the sea, they will eat seafood, so iodine will be very rich in seafood, salt, all these things, so iodine will be fine. But those who are far away, seafood they won't eat, so iodine will be relatively lesser, okay. So, but they have given opposite. Iodine rich diet is commonly found in people living far. This is wrong. So, 1 and 2 are correct, 3rd one is wrong. So, only 2 statements are correct, they are asking correct. Okay, this one is the right answer. Consider the following statements regarding plant improvement techniques, okay. Tissue culture enables the production of genetically identical plants, that is nothing but clones, okay, from a single parent even in the absence of seeds. This is right. Induced mutation in plants is used to create a new genetic traits that may not naturally occur. This is also right. Genetic engineering, all these things will use. Both tissue culture and mutation breeding are unpredictable. No. Okay, unpredictable and cannot be used to improve the crop yield. No, this is wrong. Okay. tissue culture is almost predictable, but in case of genetic mutation or induced mutation, sometimes here and there it will go. So there it cannot be predicted sometimes. Okay, so it can become unpredictable, but this is tissue culture is predictable. So this statement can go wrong. So see, 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking correct. So 1 and 2 are there in option A. So consider the following statement regarding antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a rising global health issue due to the excessive and inappropriate use of antibiotics in human and animals. This is true. Bacteria develop resistance because exposure to antibiotics creates conditions that favor survival of resistant strains over others. Both are correct and both are explaining each other, and these are some of the causes of antibiotic resistance which was given by WHO, that is overprescription of antibiotics, patients not finishing their treatment, overuse of antibiotics in the livestock and fishing, poor infection control in hospitals and clinic, lack of hygiene and poor sanitization, lack of new antibiotics being developed. These are some of the reasons because of which antibiotic resistance is occurring, and in our case both are correct and both one are explaining each other. So option will be A. With reference to geostationary satellites and orbits, consider the following statements. A satellite in geostationary orbit has a period equal to the rotation period of Earth. Okay, so remember, geostationary satellites are placed exactly over the equator at a height of almost 35,000 786 kilometers, like that. Okay, so approximately we can take 36,000 kilometers. Okay, and they will be moving around the Earth, right? And at the same time, this whatever the revolution of the satellite is there, right? That revolution of satellite will be synchronized with the rotation of the Earth. So because of that one, it means it is taking 24 hours for one complete revolution, and Earth is also taking 24 hours for one complete rotation. Because of that one, for example, on my hand if I place near this pen, so satellite is placed like that. So this satellite is moving like this, so my Earth is also rotating, so always it looks like a stationary over this point. Okay, so that's why these are called as geostationary satellites. Okay, so let's see the picture. Okay, exactly over the equator. If it is placed over Africa, it will be continuously over there like that. So that's why they are called as geostationary satellites. So a satellite in the geostationary orbit has a period equal to the rotational period of Earth, right? It moves in a circular orbit, so that orbit at a height of that 36,000 kilometers is almost a circular, and it is directly about the equator. This is also right. The typical altitude of such orbit is approximately 2236 kilometers. No, 2236, it is not kilometers, it is miles. In miles it is 2236, and if it is in kilometers, 35786 is the kilometers. So this is the wrong statement. The satellite appears stationary to the observer from the Earth, which I have discussed. So 1, 2 and 4 are correct. So 1, 2 and 4, and they are asking the correct one. 1, 2 and 4 are correct. With reference to propulsion systems, consider the following statements. Already I have discussed, right? A jet engine functions efficiently within the Earth's atmosphere but fails in the space due to the absence of external oxygen. As I discussed, right, jet will carry only fuel, no oxidizer, because that oxygen it will take from the atmosphere and it will compress and it will combustion and exhaust gases and it will move. But once it goes beyond atmosphere, okay, there won't be any oxygen. If no oxygen, no air, no compression, nothing, so no combustion will take place. But whereas in case of rockets, both fuel and oxidizer will be there in the same chamber, so they will work here and they will also work in the space because they are called as non-air breathing engines. Rockets are non-air breathing engines. Okay, unlike a jet engine, a rocket engine can operate in space because it carries both oxygen, that is oxidizer, and fuel on board. This is also right, and they are asking which of the following is correct. So both 1 and 2 are correct for us. Consider the following statements regarding the half-life of a radioactive substance. Okay, half-life is nothing but how many years it is taking so that the weight or the quantity will become half. Okay, so let's see. The half-life is the time taken for half of the radioactive nuclei in a sample to get decay. Yes, the half-life of a radioactive element is affected by physical factors. No, generally any chemical reactions are there, those chemical reactions will be impacted by the physical factors like temperature, all these things. But in radioactive, they won't depend on any physical factors. So this is wrong. And after 2 half-lives, 1/4 of the original radioactive substance will remain undecayed. Yes, this is true. For example, 1 kg is there, initial material. Assume after 10 years it has become half kg. 10 years is the half-life, and after one more 10 years it has become 1/4. Means after 2 cycles its weight has become 1/4. Okay, so after 2 halves, 1/4 of the original material will be remained. So 1 and 3 are the right statements, and what they are asking the correct one. So 1 and 3 are the right. Is it clear? Next one, consider the following statement regarding computer systems. Okay, so embedded computer systems are integrated into larger systems to perform specific predefined tasks and are often optimized for efficiency. Yes, this is the true statements, because embedded systems are generally, okay, within a larger system they are used for doing any specific functions. Okay, so this is the right statement. And devices such as microwave ovens and anti-lock braking systems contain embedded systems, while general purpose laptops and smartphones do not. No, this is wrong statement, because these general laptops and smartphones will also have these embedded computer systems. Okay, so unlike general purpose systems, embedded systems are typically not designed for user reprogramming or multitasking. Yes, this is right, because they are used for only some specific purposes. Okay, so 1 and 3 are right and second statement is wrong. So only 2 statements are right. Consider the following statement regarding radio waves. Okay, statement. Radio waves can have wavelength ranging from few millimeters to several kilometers, right? Radio waves move at the speed of light in vacuum. This is also right. All the electromagnetic radiation, whatever that are there, they will try to move with the same speed of light in the vacuum. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct. So our answer will be C, that is both 1 and 2. Consider the following statement regarding compressibility of gases. Very simple question. Okay, statement 1. Liquefied petroleum gas and compressed natural gas are stored under low pressure. No, they are stored under high pressure. So this is the wrong statement. Gases are highly compressible, which makes them suitable for transport, storage and transport in cylinders. This is the right statement. Okay, so very simple question. So first one is wrong and second statement is correct. So our answer will be D. Okay, next one. With respect to changes of state of matter, consider the following statements. Okay, sublimation. Can you see here? Sublimation is nothing but directly conversion from ice to steam or gas, and resublimation or deposition is nothing but conversion from steam to, once again, this ice. Let's read the question. Sublimation is the process in which solid changes directly into gas without passing through the liquid state, right? Deposition is the process in which gas directly converts into liquid. No, gas directly converts into solid. Okay, right? This is the wrong statement which we have seen. Camphor and dry ice are common substances that undergo sublimation. Yes, this is the right statement. These are the examples. So 1 and 3 are right and they are asking correct statements. So 1 and 3 means only 2 statements are right. Consider the following pairs regarding the different branches of science. This is very simple question. Okay, so for example, pedology is nothing but study of soil. Craniology, it is nothing but study of skull. They have given wrong. Okay, cynology, cynology is nothing but the study of dogs. Okay, so this is also given wrong. And chiropody is nothing but the treatment of feet. Okay, this is also wrong. Only one statement they have given correct. So they are asking not correct. So how many are not correct? Here 3 are not correct. So answer will be C. Consider the following statement regarding certain diseases and their causative agents. Cholera is primarily caused by drinking water contaminated with specific bacterium, that is Vibrio cholerae. And typhoid spreads through air and it is caused by viral infection. So no, okay, typhoid is not spreading through air. It is also spreading through contaminated water, all these things. Okay, and it is also not a viral one. Okay, so it is a bacterium. So it is also, this statement is wrong. And ergotism is caused by consuming food grains infected with a certain type of fungus. Yes, this is right. So 1 and 3 are right and they are asking the correct statement. So 1 and 3 are there in our B option. So B option is the right answer. Next one. Mosquitoes are often blamed for spread of many infectious diseases. In this context, consider the following statements. The female mosquito, not the male, is responsible for transmitting disease to the humans, because females will lay eggs. So further they will consume blood, get energy, all these things. Mosquito themselves do not cause diseases, yes, but carry pathogens that infect the humans. Means it is, they are acting as a carrier or vector, we can say. Okay, this is right. And Aedes mosquito are primarily active in the night. No, this is not right. Aedes mosquito is primarily active during the daytime and are responsible for the transmission of malaria. No, it is not malaria also. Okay, so because malaria is transmitted by Anopheles mosquito. Okay, so next one. This is the wrong one. Stagnant and clean water sources can serve as breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Yes, this is true. So 1, 2 and 4 are correct and they are asking the correct one. So 1, 2, 4 are correct. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding compounds. Since compounds contain more than one element, they are considered as heterogeneous mixtures. No, compounds means the different proportions will be mixed, and the product whatever that is coming is will be uniform and it will look like a homogeneous. So this is the wrong statement. And compounds are substances formed when two or more elements combine chemically in a fixed ratio, resulting in a substance with a properties different from its constituent element. Means initial particles property will be different, the final product property will be a new one different. So this is the right statement. So one is wrong and second one is right. So statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is correct. So our answer will be D. Consider the following statement regarding the elements and compounds. Ozone is used as a disinfectant and in the production of artificial silk. This is right. The bitter smell of onion is due to sulfur compound. This is also a very common thing. No. Helium is commonly used to fill aircraft tires. No. Nitrogen is used to fill aircraft tires. So 1 and 2 are correct and they are asking the correct one. So 1 and 2 are there in the option A. Consider the following statement regarding metallic ores. So bauxite is the principal ore used in the extraction of aluminum. This is the right one. Zinc blende and sphalerite refers to the same ore of zinc. This is also right. And copper pyrites is a mixed sulfide ore of copper and iron. So this is also right. So all three statements are right. This is the very static question. Okay. So all three are right. So answer will be D. So this from here we'll start with the current affairs. Okay. So we can go a little bit fast. Okay. So the Kerala government has started working towards turning Munnar into responsible tourism destination. In this context, consider the following statements regarding the Munnar. Okay. So it is located in the rain shadow region. No, it is located on the not on the rain shadow region. It is on the windward side. Okay, because of that it will get heavy rainfall. Okay, region of the Western Ghats, which is why it receives very low. No, it gets very decent rainfall. Wrong. It is one of the fewer regions in India where Neelkurinji, a rare plant that flowers once in 12 years, is found. This is right. And it lies in the confluence of 3 rivers, all of which are tributaries of Krishna. No, the river is Periyar river, not Krishna river. Okay. So only one statement is correct and they are asking the correct one. So what is that one? Second statement is correct. So it is B. Consider the following statement regarding the project 17A frigate of India. Okay, so there are 3 different types. Destroyers are there, frigates are there, corvettes are there. Destroyers are bigger ones and they are used in full-fledged war and they will have every sophisticated instrument over it. And frigates are comparatively smaller than this one. Okay, and because of smaller they will travel fast, but they will also have offensive and defensive operations will be there, but generally they are used to protect lines of communication over the sea, all these things. Okay, and the last one is corvettes. These are smallest of all and they can travel fast and they are used as a patrolling vehicles, all these things. Okay, these are the 3 different types that are there. And let's see, these frigates are designed to enhance India's blue water capability with a focus on stealth, automation and indigenous technology. And INS Udaygiri recently delivered under this project was built by Not Garden Research Shipbuilding and Engineers. It is Mazgaon Shipbuilders. Okay, so this is the wrong statement. And project 17A is a follow-up of project 15A, which was primarily focused on aircraft carriers. No, it is not. Project 17A is follow-up of project 17. Okay, so this is wrong statement. So only one statement is correct. Okay, can you see? Okay, these are destroyers, frigates and corvettes. Size wise if you see they are little bit lesser. Okay, so only one statement is correct, that is first statement is correct, other 2 are wrong and they are asking the correct. So answer will be our A, which is only one option. Next one, consider the following statement regarding the Central Adoption Resource Authority, CARA, recently seen in news. CARA is a statutory body functioning under the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Yes, it has become statutory body under Juvenile Justice. Okay, Act is there. Okay, so next one, CARA is mandated to regulate both in-country and inter-country adoption of children. This is also correct. CARA operates under the legal framework of Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. This is also correct. And the next one, the state government have no role. No, state government will have a role in this one. So this is wrong. In the adoption process, as CARA was set for a unified adoption process in the country. No, this is wrong. So 3 statements are correct and they are asking the correct. So answer will be this. With reference to research, development and innovation scheme, consider the following. See, the main thing is government will give certain fund. Okay, using that fund, private fund managers will try to pull the private investors and they will invest this one in projects. Those are almost which are reaching to the market. Okay, not on the basic things. Let's read. The scheme seeks to catalyze high-end private research and development investment in technologies with national strategic value. It adopts the blend financial model where concessional government funds are leveraged by professional fund managers to crowd in private capital. This is what I have discussed. It is a centralized technological licensing, startup incubation and intellectual property management through Anusandhan National Research Foundation. No, individual bodies will take care, not by this foundation. Is it clear? This is wrong statement. Only projects above minimum technology readiness level threshold are eligible for funding under the scheme. Yes, this is what I told you, right? Not basic one. Almost those which are reaching to the market level, they are used. So how many of the correct? Okay, so 1, 2 and 4 are correct. Means 3 statements are correct. So answer will be C. Next one, consider the following statement regarding the NASSCOM Talent Council. It is a multi-stakeholder body constituted under the government notified framework to standardize digital skill across India's technological workforce. No, it is not a government-led body, it is a private-led body initiation. Okay, so next one of its objective is to address the asymmetry between the formal technical education and evolving demands of industry-driven deep technological demands. That is the gap, whatever that is there between colleges and industry, they want to fill that gap. Okay, this is the right one. It functions as a statutory advisory council. No, it is not a statutory advisory council, and it is also not under any ministry also. Okay, within the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. This is wrong. Only second statement is correct. That is, only one statement is correct. Answer will be A. Recently, the Prime Minister of India visited Ghana. In this context, consider the following statement. Ghana shares its northern boundary with Burkina Faso. Can you see, this is the Ghana and this is the Burkina Faso. Okay, this is the right statement. And Ghana is landlocked country located in the Horn of Africa. Ghana is here and it is having access to sea, and this is the Horn of Africa. So second statement is wrong. So only one statement is right and first one is right, second one is wrong, and they are asking not correct. Not correct means second one. So B is the answer in this case. Recently, the Archaeological Survey of India resorted the Sheesh Mahal in Delhi. In this context, consider the following statement regarding the Sheesh Mahal. It was commissioned in 1653 by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife Iz-un-Nisa Begum. This is the right statement. The first coronation of Aurangzeb was held at this site in 1658. This is also right. It was built in marble and later used by British resident as a winter coat. No, it is used not as a winter coat but a summer retreat, and also it is not made from the marble but it is made from the red sandstone. So this is the wrong one. So let's see 1 and 2. This is the Sheesh Mahal. It is very famous for glass work, okay, or mirror work we can say. Which of the following statements are correct? So here in this case, third one is wrong and 1, 2 are correct. So our answer will be A. The international ranking list of universities published by Quackerly Simon was released recently. This context, consider the following statements. Okay, with 54 institutes in the list, India is now the third most represented country. No, it is not third, it is the fourth after US, UK and China. Okay, so next one, no private institution from India is ranked in the list. No, private institutes are also part of this one. So both are wrong, they are asking the correct. So neither is the answer for our case. Consider the following statement regarding the Kolhapur chappals recently seen in use. The craft originated in 12th century under the patronage of Lingayat ruler in Karnataka and later flourished in Maharashtra. This is right. It received GI protection in 2019 covering districts of both Maharashtra and Karnataka. This is also right. Kolhapur chappals are handcrafted using nail-free construction technique and vegetable tanned leather. This is also correct. So all three are correct, but what they are asking, which of the following is not correct. So none of the statements is the answer. So consider the following statement regarding the traditional festival celebrated in the parts of South India. What is that festival? That is Bonalu. Generally it is celebrated in Telangana. Okay, so if you see the picture, men are decorated with a turmeric sort of thing, okay, and their belly will be tied with some bell sort of thing, and women, can you see some pots are there which are decorated, and in this general they will have cooked rice, okay, jaggery, all these things, neem, everything will be there. So let's read the statement. It involves a public procession led by a male figure smeared in turmeric and adorned with the bells. This is right. Devotees carry offerings of cooked rice in decorative pots and part of the ritual, right? The festival is associated with the worship of male deity. No, it's not male deity, it is a female deity, Mahakali. So this statement is wrong. So third is wrong, which are they are asking correct statements. So 1 and 2 are right. So option A will be the answer. Consider the following statements. regarding the Enemy Property Act 1968, which was recently in news. Okay, well, enemy property is nothing but those countries which have shown external aggression towards India. Those are called as enemy countries. Okay, only two countries are there, Pakistan and China. Okay, property seized under the act are managed by statutory authority. No, it is not a statutory authority functioning under the Ministry of Defense. This is also not, it is functioning under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So this is the wrong statement. The act applies only to the properties belonging to the nations of Pakistan and China, because only two enemies countries are there with respect to this one. Okay, so enemy property countries are only to Pakistan and China. So which of the following is correct? So second statement is correct, so B is our answer. Consider the following statement regarding the term Global South in the contemporary international relations. The Global South is a formal international coalition organized under the United Nations Charter. No, it is not a formal group. Okay, it is a kind of informal or academic word that is used, and the concept emphasizes disparities in the representation and influence within the multilateral institutions. Yes, they want to talk about the disparities. They want to reduce the disparities whatever that are there between developed and developing countries. Okay, and countries in the Global South often advocate to reforms in the Bretton Woods things, that is IMF and World Bank, to reflect the post-colonial and emerging economies' interests. So this is the right statement. So 1 is wrong, 2 and 3 are correct. So 2 and 3 are correct. This is the answer. Consider the following statement regarding the Nipah virus. Okay, generally Nipah virus, if you see, it is spreading through bat contacts or contaminated fruits, animal contacts, especially the pig. Okay, human to human transmissions are also seen. So let's read the statement. Fruit bat are considered the natural reservoir of Nipah virus, right? Human to human transmission of Nipah virus never been reported. No, they have been reported, especially in the hospital. So this is the wrong statement. There is currently no specific antiviral treatment or licensed vaccine for Nipah virus. This is the true statement. Okay, so they are asking the correct. So 1 and 3 are correct. So it is there in B option. Next one. Consider the following statement regarding electoral rolls in India. So electoral roll is considered as a conclusive proof of citizenship. Conclusive proof of citizenship, as those included in the roll are eligible to the vote in India. No, it is not a proof. A person can be enrolled in the electoral roll of more than one constituency provided they own property in both. No, only in one constituency they can enroll. So which of the following is correct? Both are wrong, so neither is the answer. Recently, India unveiled aluminium and copper vision document. In this context, consider the following statement. Bauxite is the ore from which aluminium is extracted. Already one question was there with this statement. In India, Rajasthan has largest resource of copper. Yes, more than 50% of copper comes from Rajasthan, and Odisha has the largest resource of bauxite. Yes, more than 40% of bauxite comes from Odisha. So this is the right statement, and they are asking not correct. Not correct means once again we'll go to the D state, the option. With reference to cartelization in India context, consider the following statement. Cartelization is nothing but few industries or some people will come together and they will try to manipulate the production, prices, everything. It is not legally accepted in India. Okay, so cartelization refers to a situation where competing firms agree to coordinate the price and production. Yes, this is true. The Competition Commission of India is empowered to investigate and penalize cartels under the Competition Act 2002. This is also right. Cartelization is legally permissible. No, it is not legally permissible in any sector. Okay, legally permissible in sectors involving essential commodities to ensure price stability. No, it is not permitted in any sector. So 1 and 2 are correct. They are asking correct. So option A will be the right. Recently, the Prime Minister of India visited Trinidad and Tobago. In this context, consider the following statements. It is an island nation or island country located in the Caribbean Sea close to the coast of South America. This is right. A significant portion of its population traces its ancestry to India indentured labor. This is also right because Britishers had taken our people to there, okay, and they started making them work. Okay, so this is right. India has no diplomatic mission in Trinidad and Tobago, and bilateral relationships are handled through the High Commission of Jamaica. No. Okay, this is wrong statement because the capital of Trinidad and Tobago is Port of Spain, and there we have High Commission. So this is the wrong statement. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking the correct. So this is the right statement. Consider the following statement about magnetic resonance guided focused ultrasound recently seen in use. Can you see this one? This is the instrument which they are mentioning. So can you see they attached this one to the brain, okay, and this is used to treat some brain diseases, and it is also non-invasive, means they will not enter anything inside our brain. Okay, it is a non-invasive thing. Okay, no cutting, nothing will be done. Okay, let's read. It is a non-invasive medical procedure that use focused sound waves to treat the internal condition, that is ultrasound waves they will use. Okay, so this is the right one. It has been explored for treating some brain related disorders without cutting open the skull. This is what I have discussed. Okay, and non-invasive means the same meaning, right? So both are correct in this case. So they are asking the correct, so C will be the answer, that both are correct. So next question, consider the following statement regarding the special intensive revision of electoral rolls. Okay, so it is undertaken to ensure the accuracy and integrity of the voter list before election. So before election, they will election commission will do this one to have a free and fair elections in the country. Okay, so the Election Commission of India conducts SAR under the powers granted by Representation of People's Act 1950. This is also correct. So 1 and 2 are correct, and they are asking but not correct one. So it will go to the option D. The last question, with reference to Gini index, consider the following statement. Gini coefficient or Gini index is talking about the income inequality or inequality in the distribution of resources. Okay, and its value is varying from 0 to 1. 0 means complete equality, 1 means complete inequality is there. Okay, based on this, let's see. It is a statistical measure used to estimate distribution of income or wealth within the population, right? A Gini index of 0 indicates perfect inequality. No, 0 indicates equality. Okay, so this one is wrong, and while value of 1 indicates perfect equality, so they have given reversed. Okay, so wrong is second one. So which of the following above is not correct? So no, they are asking not correct, so not correct means second one. So this is the answer. Okay, so yes, we have completed all the 100 questions, okay, in detail. So if any one of you have any doubts, okay, please contact through teacher support system, or please contact the office also, so that we will be available for you to discuss any topic which you want in detail. Is it clear? So I hope you have got some inputs from our class and it has helpful for you. So thank you so much, and prepare well for your exam, and all the best.